Good morning. Good morning. So me and my microphone are back. I got it clipped on today. Let's see how this goes. So I'm sitting here listening to what am I listening to? Some Christmas instrumental is what I hit. But clearly somebody's singing over there. But anywho, I am spending some time reading my book this morning, Transformed How I Saved Myself. Listen, if you haven't grabbed your copy, go to the link in my bio. It's a free book that talks about self love, spiritual awakening, emotions, emotional intelligence, childhood trauma, just documentation of all the things I did to heal along the way and assist in my transformation. Like, I'm just, all of that is just in this book. But anyway, go get your copy. Go get your copy. It's cool. It's cool. Because today's price free ain't gonna be tomorrow's price. Things always change, right? So go ahead and get your copy now so you can be like, I was on this side of it. Okay, okay. So anyway, I am reading, and let me just go and grab my glasses. I'm reading examples of traumatic experiences that can cause energetic blocks in the root chakra. And one of the bullet points I listed was lack of stability in physical living conditions, like evictions, power off, lack of food and everyday resources like soap, toilet paper, toothpaste, and stuff like that. So as I'm reading this, I'm getting downloads and stuff, and I want to share. So for someone to read this, right, as surely as I know the ego, what's going to happen in a situation like that is if you have children, your ego going to throw at you, bitch, I told you you should have did better by your children. I told you you should have paid that rent. I told you you should have got some food. You should have bought them some socks and some underwear instead of buying that wig, okay? It's the ego that made you do it, that made it look so good, but then will condemn you for it. Okay, so deal with that because at some point we have all done something that we're not proud of, right? So, yeah, you made some decisions that as it pertained to your children, but on the one hand, you literally were doing the best that you could, okay, which is leading me to where I'm going now. This is about you. This is about your inner child. This is about giving a voice to the little child in you that could not speak up for his or herself. So when you're reading through the book, okay, know that your ego will come at you because this is going to free your soul in so many ways. But your ego is going to come at you. You feel me? Your ego is going to come at you. So take it in the gist of this is about me. Okay. Deal with that first, and then you can deal with the things you've done outside of you. Because all of that is a reflection of what's been going on inside of you. So go to the root of you, and then you'll be able to repair everything in your life. But go get the book. It's raw. I didn't know I was raw. I literally was just sharing my truth because I had cut my voice off. You know what I'm saying? So I literally was just sharing my truth, but I didn't really realize how raw this is and how hard this going to hit home for some. But we got to have these hard conversations in order to heal. That's the only way. It's through. You can't just leave it behind. I thought I did. That shit came for me. Get over here. So deal with it on your terms. Set it up and say, okay, I'm gonna do this. But first, before I start feeling guilty about everybody else, let me go inside and see what's been going on. Let me see what's going on with me. Let me nurture me through all of the shit I went through, all of the evictions, all of the sexual trauma, the lack of emotional support. You see, I'm scrolling. This is what's in here. Routine chaos in the home. How is a child growing up in shit? I'm talking about shitty conditions, supposed to grow up and just do right. I never understood that ideology. I never did. I'm trying to watch my time. I never understood that. If their foundation wasn't good, how can that child be expected to grow up? And if you do, man, you beat the odds, bitch. Kudos to you. I would clap if I didn't one hand on you, honey. Cause you beat some motherfucking odds. Shit was stacked against you before you got here. And now you where you at now. But what you gotta do is you gotta go back and get you though. You gotta go back and get you. You gotta go back and get that little you and treat you now how you would have treated yourself. What would you like to have been different? Treat yourself like that right now. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back to this because I'm editing it and I'm adding in some new sections. So that's why today's price ain't tomorrow's price. So get your copy now, and I'll talk with you later.